much. Speaking of parietal rules, I was called into the dean's office twice and had to talk my way out of being suspended or whatever for conduct unbecoming a Brown University gentleman. What I learned at Brown was theater. When I was here, there was no theater department. There was an underground. I was never good with things that looked like this. There was an underground kind. There was hidden away in the English department. There were a couple of folks who taught theater. Jim Barnhill, John Amy, my two mentors, who taught me all about acting. And I'm so glad you brought up this notion of failure, because what you're taught as an actor is, all right, here we go. To fuck up as much as you possibly can during rehearsal so that it doesn't happen on stage in front of an audience. And I learned that same lesson. The more you fail, the more you fuck up, the better you're going to be. Can I say fuck? It's okay, right?
Yeah.
You say fuck? Okay, good. I do.
That's Rizzo.
Oh, I'm sure. See? We have a past, John and I, but I won't go into it. That's so not true. It was Ira and me. My big failure was being a guy. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I kept watching guys looking, going, how do you do that? How do you do that guy thing? I know I'm supposed to be a guy. How do you do it? How do you do it? And I left here. I got accepted on full scholarship to Brandeis for acting. I was a good actor. I knew how to make people laugh. I knew how to make people cry. But I couldn't figure out what value that had. So what? And so I wanted to change the world. And a lot more embarrassing than saying, hello, I'm transsexual, is saying, hello, I used to be a Scientologist. I was one of the hippies that dropped out of politics and, I'll change it from a spiritual basis. Yeah, that didn't work. After I finally got out of Scientology, I realized I really needed to do something about this being a failure as a man. And so I went through with my whole gender change, and I became a woman, hear me roar. And that didn't work. No, I kept looking at women. How do you do that? How do you do that cute thing? I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm really, that's what I wanted. And I just felt like pretending all the time. And so finally, I decided failure as a man, failure as a woman. The only thing left for me was not man, not woman. And that was what my book is about. My books are about is you don't have to be either or. You don't have to answer an either or question. And I think that's what the 60s gave me. It was my birthday in March. I turned 61, and my girlfriend I'm a dyke on top of everything else. My girlfriend gave me this card. It says, on your birthday, free your mind. It's not the age. You are. It's the age you believe in. And I think what's incumbent on us as graduates from the 60s is to bring some of that spirit of love and peace into this terrible world we're living in now, where the suicide rate amongst teenagers has increased by over 20% in the last 14 years. I wrote this book, 101 Alternatives to Suicide for Teens, Freaks, and Other Outlaws. It's called Hello, Cruel World. And you don't have to buy the books if you remember this. This is what I go around talking to folks about at colleges. Please do anything it takes to make your life more worth living. anything. That's what I learned here at Brown. I did whatever it took, and it got me in trouble, whatever the hell. I did whatever it took, but I went on living, and this is what I'm teaching kids. And I'm saying there's only one rule you have to follow. There's only one rule in the book that you have to follow to make that blanket permission work, and that's don't be mean. Don't be mean. If you're not mean, you can do anything. Illegal, immoral, unethical, doesn't fucking matter. Right? Now, I realize that it can get you in trouble with God, this doing anything. And since nobody knows what happens after we die, and we're all getting close. We are getting really close. And so some of us might be looking at hell. I really want you to continue that spirit of the 60s, that love, peace, flowers, blah, blah, blah. And so for everybody who wants one, if you come up after the panel, everybody who wants one is going to get a get out of hell free card. This is how it works. This is how it works. You do whatever it takes, and you can take them for your kids too. You do whatever it takes to make your life more worth living. Anything. Anything. And as long as you're not mean, if that ends you up in hell and you haven't been mean to anybody, keep the card. Give it to Satan. I'll do your time for you. I will. It's a deal I made with the devil. And that's what I learned from Brown, was how to be loving. Thank you.